Good afternoon. It is Thursday, December the 13th. I am Karen here at KBfibers podcast, all ready to do the next Advent day for you. I'm so excited to share with you. Um, Today's bag is in a red and white polka dot bag. I'm excited to share. I can't wait. Been waiting to do this. Every day is so exciting getting to open these little packages with you. It's been so much fun. Hello, Brookie. Hello, Jaja. Great to see you all. Hi, DJ. Awesomeness. Very awesome. I've got an extra little thing to share with you today besides my wrap. Hi, Sharon. Long time no see. um, Here is day one. This was triple over triple, so that's the first 20-gram mini out of my Advent. Second one was called Shapely Shells, and that's the darker purple here, Shapely Shells. Third one is 3 times of Charm. It's nice bright pink. Light pink is 3 Cheers. The next one is kind of a maroony type of color there. It's called Why Bobble. Whoops, I dropped part of it. Sorry about that. Delicate Fans was day 6. Day 7 is the Bobbles. Popcorn crosses. And that was only a couple rows. Popcorns take a lot more yarn, so took a bit more. And then we went to a bright orange on day 7, and that pattern was called Tall Clusters. Day 9 is this awesome bright pink, is Pico Mesh. Day 10 was called My Way, Your Way. So this beautiful medium green reminds me of grass in the spring. Day 11, Crossing Posts. Oops, here we go. Crossing Posts. And then yesterday was called Linked Crowns. So hi, Sarah May. Great of you to show in. So that's what I have so far. I haven't measured, but it's a great length for a blanket. So what I think I'm gonna do, thank you, Jaja. It is very beautiful. It's very colorful, almost rainbowy, kind of sorta, in a small way. There's the end. We got a lot of pinks to start, and then we went into the purple, orange, then we hit the greens and got into a blue. So who knows what today will bring, right? Kind of questionable on what color will bring. So I'm thinking, instead of adding on to this end, what I'm going to do is, good morning, Millie. I'm glad you got your name changed and figured out how to do that. I'm glad I was happy to help you with that as well. So yeah, it's been a great day. It's not very sunshiny, but it's not snowing or raining either. So it's just a little overcast, so it's okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cast on another 18-inch section, and I'm going to work my way not along this edge, but kind of back and forth and connect, join as I go. So who knows how the color stripes are going to go against these color stripes for the last half of this Advent. So there's 25 colors, so I will have to figure out what to do with the last oddball color. So I'm very excited. It's so soft and squishy. It's going to be an awesome springtime blanket, and it'll be done before the spring because I'm able to keep up. But there is something else, something special I wanted to share with you today. Oh, it's sunny and warm. It's much warmer today. It was 48 this morning, and it is 53 right now, so it's all good. Oh, you're so welcome, Millie. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it's kind of gloomy out, but it's not exactly a dull gray kind of gloomy. The sun's been peeking out here and there, so it's That's not totally bad. And it's not a bad temperature, so I really can't complain. Oh, thank you. I'm wearing my Santa hat today. I was being silly, felt silly, and I'm wearing my candy cane pants that I showed you before. So I wanted to show you this tree skirt that I made for my grandmother, and I'm happy to get it back. This was done in panels. I can't grab it. It was done in panels in a Tunisian crochet, and then you came back and cross stitched all the balls on, and then this cord that kind of joins the balls together is done with a braided yarn, and then sewn on in such a way that it went through all of the balls and that, so it came out so pretty, and I'm glad I got it back so that I could show it to you. Yeah, lots of work went into this. So it's all, I believe I made it all in one piece. And then of course you put on your edging bits there. There we go. It wants to work funny and focus differently. So yeah, Brookie, there is a lot of work in that, but my grandmother was so worth it, and it's something she enjoyed, and she put it underneath her tree every year, and I was always so happy to see it. The one tree skirt that I really, really miss and would love to see again is one that I made for my mom. Again, it was Tunisian, just like this, only it had 12 panels on it, and each panel I cross stitched the 12 days of Christmas. So, like, the first one had the partridge in a pear tree, and you know the story, you know the song. And I'd love to see that again, but apparently it's missing. Nobody seems to know where it's at. I'm suspecting it's was at my brother's house, and then when my brother got divorced, his ex-wife probably has it, but I don't know. It's just a thought, a theory. I don't know for sure, but it was wonderful. It was awesome, and I wish I'd thought to take a picture of it because that would have been nice to show you guys this time of year as well. Um, yes, I also got, a friend gave me this beautiful, oops, let me turn the lamp further away. This beautiful snowflake. There you go, let me shade it a little. There we go. It's kind of a white shimmery yarn. I believe it was a red heart yarn she was using to make these snowflakes, and she gave everybody at the party one, so that was awesome. I love snowflakes. They're my favorite thing. Very much my favorite thing. What is your favorite thing about this time of year? Yes, DJ, I love to make them too. It's the only thing that goes on my Christmas tree is white lights and the crocheted snowflakes, usually out of thread like this one. And this is the one that came out of that book, Contemplative Crochet. They are fun, aren't they? They are fun. So I'm also kind of excited. I finished making my husband's socks. I'm not going to show them to you because you've already seen them before. And so now I can get back to my sweater, my colorwork sweater. So I have the bottom portion done. I have a bit more to do here, but this is my colorwork sweater. I really wanted it done before now, but things kind of happen, and life gets in the way of that. Oh yes, Jaja, definitely seeing the joy and cheer, blah blah blah, the joy in children's eyes for Christmas and all the presents. Yeah. Oh, you haven't ventured in a thread. I like doing thread stuff. I have a whole rack full of thread. Maybe someday you'll see that. And I still have to take my November decorations down. Oh, nice. Well, yours 18 now. Yeah, it's probably a bit different this year. They're out on their own. But who knows? They always seem to come back. Very nice. Uh, Sharon says it's hard to crochet with thread. For me, it never was. But then again, When I first learned to crochet, that was one of the first things I did was crochet with the thread, the tiny hook and the tiny needles. That was just kind of my thing, I guess, back then, and I've kind of grown out of it a bit and doing this other stuff. Hey, Ruthie, good to see you, darling. It's always fun. People hop in. That's really cool. Thank you. I was feeling festive today. I'm wearing my candy cane pants with the red shirt, my white cardigan, and of course my red and white hat. So why not? Red and white is a theory today. Who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? Yes, Brookie, me too. I like making things for others and see them smile. Indeed. Very cool. Okay. I don't think I have a whole lot of anything else. Um, I do want to remind you, though, each person that's commenting in the chat today, and when this goes to a recorded version, your name will go into this kitty box. And then after Christmas, I will draw 3 names. So as you can see, this is already 12 days worth of names in here. Nope, you didn't miss it yet. You didn't miss it yet. It's right here. So I just want to remind you, I will draw 3 names out of this box. After Christmas, I will do it live. So there's no cheating and everybody can see who wins. And I will have 3 prizes that will be sent out to whoever wins. So who knows? Could be you. Could be you. Could be anybody. There's a lot of people that have been chatting and hanging out with us. And it's awesome. I enjoy that very much. Do we want to open or should we wait a little bit longer? We're 12 minutes in. You're very welcome. So yeah, Cindy, your name will go in there. Jaja's been in there several times, but your name only goes in once a day. So DJ is more than ready. She says open. What's the magic word? What was the magic word yesterday? Do you remember? See if anybody remembers. I'll wait. See if anybody works. Please. That was not the magic word for yesterday. Who knows, Cindy? You might win something. Yeah, could be yarn. I know one of them is going to be this book, the Sock Knitters Workshop. Awesome book to learn about sock knitting. Tells you about the tools you need, the yarns, how to do the toes, the heels, the cuff, the whole 9 yards. And the very back here, it's got different stitch patterns, different sock patterns for you to try out. So everything is here about sock knitting. And I will include a set of needles and a stitch marker probably. Oh, you weren't here? Cherries. Cherries on top. Uh-oh, you had buffering problems yesterday. Uh-oh. Your name still went in the box. So, okay. Yesterday's magic word was Advent. So, okay, I'm ready to open this. It's later in the day than normal. And I'm just going to rip into it because I am more than ready. Here you go. Do you want a peek in the bag? Oh, I can't hold it open. It won't hold open like it did yesterday. It's nice and squishy. Ooh, another purple. This is kind of a bluey purple. Turn this. It's kind of a very bluey purple. Yeah. So that's going to go nice up with the blue. So I might measure this out to half and half. So half will be added on. I don't know if I should do it that way. Tell me what your thoughts are. Should I put half on here So you can see it's a little more purple than this blue. Should I put half of it on here and then extend out and do 18 more inches there and start the row on the other side since we have an odd number? Or should I just start crocheting off this edge here and put this one out this way off to this side, and I plan to join as I go so I don't have to come back and sew the two panels together. Yeah, it's kind of a bluish purple. It's got specks of purple in here with the blue. So I think the main base was the blue, and then they added in the specks of purple. There's a little bit of pink tones in there. Okay, just start up the side. Okay, I will do it that way. And then I'll have to figure out to do with the odd number, because who knows how this is gonna work out. But this is, if I keep going here, it's gonna be way too long for anything. It's already taller than I am. So from here it's still touching the floor, and this is, so it's already taller than I am. But I'm a short person. Maybe an edging. Yeah, but this is only day 13 out of 25. So I still have, what, 12 more to go after this, and this is 12. This is 12. So that's the question. This is kind of a group effort with this Advent. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants with it. So as you can see, if I were to use this as a wrap, it's already long enough. Oh, use 25 for edging. There we go. But I don't know if a 20 gram mini would be enough to go all the way around. That would be a good question. See, wrapped around as a scarf, it's already go knee to knee for me. Do edging with the 25th. Okay. Hopefully a 20 gram mini will be enough to go all the way around. At least once. So it should work out interesting. So I will go ahead and I will start the next. So it'll be about 36 inch wide instead of 18-inch wide. The strip between two sides. Could do that. That way you don't have color up to color. I could do that with this one and make this one the in between, and then, but who knows how the other stripes are going to work out. That's the other question too. Just because there are 12 more beyond this one doesn't mean the color stripes are going to be the same, because some of these, like the bobble one here, is really skinny compared to like the orange or the really lacy green. So who knows? I know, right? Decisions. It's a tough decision. Tough decision. I know, right? It's a tough decision. They're all 20 grams. Yep, they're all 20 grams. See, I just saw here's my nitpick scale. Turn it on. Oops, I'm holding it. Well, that's not going to work. Silly me, you can't hold a digital scale in your hands and expect it to work. So let me set it down, clear it out. And yeah, this is a 20 gram mini. Yeah, I'm indecisive with it too, because I'm just flying, like you said, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants with this. I didn't decide until like day 7 or 8 that I knew I wanted to crochet it. And I'm crocheting with the 5mm H8 hook, Susan Bates style. So I like the straight shaft, not the tapered shaft. Let me give an example of a tapered shaft. I have one here. So this is, see how this tip of this is tapered here, whereas the Susan Bates one is all, get an extra finger in there. So this is this is like trying to, so the Susan Bates one here is not tapered, whereas this one here is a tapered tip. So in order to get proper gauge, you got to get your yarn loop all the way down here to get your gauge, whereas this one, it could be anywhere on the hook because it's all a solid shaft. So that's kind of the decision there. You can see my H has got worn spots on it. Yeah, I like the Susan Bates. And I find that Susan Bates is also closer to the actual millimeters um, than the boys are. The boy hooks are a little farther off in their gauge. So that's where I'm at with this. So I will go ahead and start the next stripe. And what was the stitch pattern? Let's look at the stitch pattern, shall we? Because I'm doing it out of the 365. Okay. I got lost for a second. Sorry. There we go. There's 13. Called triangular. So it should be interesting. I think it's probably just as lazy as this blue section is, except it's triangular in these spots rather than rectangles. Hello, Elizabeth. You go by Elizabeth or Ellie or Beth or Liz? Who knows? I have another friend, her name's Elizabeth, and she goes by Liz. And I have another, I know 2 or 3 Elizabeths, and they all go by a different name. So this is very colorful so far. That bright orange just pops out, doesn't it? But this is today's color. It's kind of a blue with snaps of purple in it. So it should be interesting to work up. I will be crocheting the triangular pattern. And that is that. So thank you so much for helping me decide the next step. And a wrap that is becoming a blanket. But it's okay. It's going to be a nice, soft, comfy, springtime kind of blanket that I can leave on my couch. So it'll be fantastic. Thank you all so much for coming and joining in and sharing a little bit of Christmas specialty with me during this beautiful Advent season. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. I'm excited to get back to my happily sweater. So yes, that's pretty much where I'm at. Oh, Elizabeth likes the Susan Bates as well. Yeah, I think most people do, but I have worked with designers before that prefer the boy hooks. It depends on what you're used to, I guess. I prefer the Bates. I started with boys, but I prefer the Bates. No, I didn't notice that, Sarah. I wonder why. I wonder why she took that down. That seems kind of weird. But no, I didn't notice. I didn't go back and look. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a special day. Aw. Aw, I thought didn't she post some pictures of it on Facebook, the Facebook group? Or are you in Facebook? You might be the one that's not in Facebook. Okay, I will try to remember. My memory isn't always there. I will try to remember to post a picture of that. I took a picture before I sent it. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to see it. Oh, yeah, okay, you don't have Facebook. Okay, I'll post a picture of it both in Facebook and Ravelry so you'll be able to see it. Yeah, maybe Instagram. but I will post it in Ravelry group for sure. You're welcome. I try to be helpful as much as I can because y'all's the best too. We're all a decent, happy family here. I haven't seen much arguments going on. That's all good. Okay. Well, I'll post the picture that I took so you can see it and share it. That's all good. Okay, again, thank you all so much for coming and visiting. Remember to do something each and every day that you love to do because it helps keep your heart and your soul happy, right? Whether it's reading books, being crafty, or just hanging out with friends, that's okay. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Bye now. See you, everybody.